No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here, this door is open to you. Is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity of Melbourne, a positive path for spiritual living. We want to affirm that something good, something wonderful is going to happen to you today because you made the decision to be here and celebrate the God of your understanding. Please stand and join us in our opening song for the month of November. I'm so grateful I'm alive. Sunshine. Your eyes, dewdrops, fireflies. I'm so grateful I'm alive. I'm so grateful Sorry. Let's start with our why statement this morning. We love and accept ourselves and others and heal our world. Yes, we do. Please take a moment to greet your neighbor, and especially make a point, if there's someone you don't know, of saying good morning, welcoming them to this place that we all love, learning their names, hugs and handshakes. Let's please find our way back to our seats. This part to be continued in hospitality after the service. Right now, we'll invite our visiting minister today, Reverend Ron Fox, to open our service with prayer.
So, good morning. So whenever I come here, I see that the musicians do a great opening, fun song, and then everybody's having a great time greeting one another. And it's my job to put an end to all of that and let you know you're in church. This isn't fun. So how about if we just take a moment and go within and just give thanks for being here today. Give thanks for being in such a warm, loving community where each of us is blessed to be sharing our spiritual journey with our friends, with our acquaintances, and to know that we come here and we can make living a spiritual life a fun life, a life that's easy, filled with wonder, filled with joy, and filled with beauty. And so I just give thanks for this opportunity for me to be here. I bless each person that's here and know that this morning is already a divine idea in God's mind. So it is all perfect. And I just give thanks, excuse me, and let it be. And so it is.
And now we'll take a moment and bless our children. Not only the children here at church, but the children around the world. So let's rub the hands together, get a little energy going, direct it at the kids across the hall and the kids around the world. And we'll say together, children, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ you are. And now we'll invite Sophia to come and read our daily word. Or are we lighting the Advent wreath today?
Okay. Good morning, Unity of Melbourne, everyone here in the sanctuary and online, and happy first Sunday of Advent. As you can see, we have our Advent wreath here, and the first candle is already lit. So today is the first Sunday of Advent. Today we light our first candle representing hope and faith. Reverend Maggie Alderman, who has spoken here at Unity of Melbourne, has written an essay about hope and faith of Advent. We have these special Advent booklets. Here we go, okay? Available for you and are available next to the basket of affirmations, next to our prosperity vases. We invite you to take one of these booklets and use these ideas presented to you each day this Advent season. I love lighting candles and symbolism, so this is one of my favorite times of the year. Okay, and today's daily word for Sunday, November 30th, 2025, hope and faith. I walk by faith and live each day with hope in my heart. As Advent begins, I center myself in hope and feel my faith grow strong. I marvel at Mary's faith as I think about the mental, emotional, and physical and spiritual aspects of her journey to Bethlehem to have her child. She must have felt frightened to hear what the angel had told her, but faith allowed her to take each step with peace. Like Mary, I may wonder why I am facing certain events, and like Mary, I live in faith. When I have doubt or uncertainty, no matter what is going on in my life, my faith in the power of spiritual living gives me the renewed hope that God is with me. I am assured that along every journey, no matter how long, the highest good is unfolding. And today's scripture is from Psalms 62:5. For God alone my soul waits in silence, for my hope is from him. Amen.
And now we'll prepare for a time of meditation. So sing along if you like, or just close your eyes and settle in. Where do I go with all these feelings and all these faces and open doors, when everyone else seems so serene and I just feel so insecure? And where do I go when all the pieces of my heart lay on the floor? You say, come to the light, why don't you? Come into the light, why don't you? Come on now, come into the light. Where do I go with all these memories and all these bags filled up with shame? And how should I feel when you call me an angel and dress me in a crown of gold? And what should I do when the tears of sorrow just won't stay inside these eyes? You say, come into the light, why don't you? Come into the light, why don't you? Come on now, come into the light. What should I do when a gentle hand yet reaches out to take my own? And how should I feel when the tears of joy, they just won't stay inside these eyes? And what will I do when I start to love you and really trust and know you're there? You say, you'll be in the light where I am. You'll be in the light where I am. Come on now, come into the light. You'll be in the light where I am. You'll be in the light where I am. Come on now, come into the
So if you're comfortable, close your eyes. And if you're not, don't. And let's take a deep breath together and gently release it. And let's allow the outer world to fade into the background as we turn inward to that quiet, sacred place where Spirit whispers. With each breath, feel yourself softening, your shoulders, your heart, and your mind. There's nothing to do right now. There's nothing to fix, nothing to figure out. Simply allow yourself to be. Imagine that you're sitting in a gentle warmth of divine light. It flows around you and through you, reminding you that the universe is always giving, always extending love, peace, and guidance, and all that is asked of us is to receive. In this silence, silently affirm, I open my heart to receive. I am willing to be guided. I say yes to the good that seeks to express through me. As you breathe in, feel the inflow of Spirit, new ideas, new opportunities, new ways of being. As you breathe out, release all resistance, the need to control, the need to know how. You are safe in the flow of divine life. In this open, receptive space, you become a vessel for inspiration. You realize that receptivity is not passive. It is a conscious willingness to partner with the infinite. It is saying yes before knowing the how. It is trusting that what is seeking you is already on its way. Take another deep breath. Feeling gratitude rise within you. Gratitude for the gifts already received and for those yet to unfold. And so we rest in this knowing that divine wisdom, love, and abundance are pouring forth in every moment. And all we need to do is open our hearts and receive. And so it is.
Dance, clap, whatever you feel. I say yes to the goodness. I say yes to love. I say yes to abundance raining down from above. I say yes. I say yes. I say yes. I say yes to forgiveness. I say yes to God. I say yes to the moment, bringing me such positive thoughts. I say yes. I say yes. I wanna be is a happy me. I just wanna live more joyfully. All I wanna be is a happy me. I just wanna live more joyfully. All I wanna be is a happy me. I just wanna live more joyfully. All I wanna be is a happy me.
So good morning again. So my title this morning is Being Receptive. And I want to begin with a quote. And I know my friend Randy is going to just love this quote. This is a kind of a private joke, but the quote is from that great Unity minister, Ernest Holmes. Just so you know, Ernest Holmes was the Center for Spiritual Living founder. And here's what he said. He said, our belief sets the limit to a demonstration of a principle that is of itself without limit. And then he went on and he said, it's not a question of its willingness or its ability. It's entirely a question of our receptivity. So what he was saying, the first part to me is pretty self-evident. He's saying that God was without limit, that there's nothing that Spirit can't do. I mean, probably nobody's here has ever said a prayer and had God say, you know what, I can't do that one. That one's a little tough for me. That doesn't happen. So that was the first part, that God is unlimited. And then he's saying that it's not a matter of God's willingness. And we all teach in, whether it's CSL or Unity or Divine Science, that God created us out of love and that God wants us to have the kind of life that we want to have. And he goes on to say, it's simply a matter, or it's entirely actually a matter of our receptivity, how open we are to the divine presence. And when I think of it, I think of it in terms of a vessel. You know, if we provide Spirit with a small vessel, we get a small demonstration back. If we provide Spirit with a bigger vessel, we get a bigger demonstration back. And so when we're closed, what happens when we're closed? What are some symptoms of being closed? Well, some of them are we're not open to new ideas. We don't question our own thinking. We're not willing to change our own thinking, but we are very willing to fight to keep our victimhood. You know, openness, what does openness do? Openness, it frees us from old patterns, from old habits, and from old beliefs. You know, all of those things aren't meant to be with us forever. As we learn, as we grow in spirituality and anything else, old patterns, old habits, and old beliefs are meant to fade away because they don't serve anymore. And we take on new ones that do serve. And so openness helps us experiment, to explore. And one more thing that Holmes said, he said, always remain open at the top. And what he was saying was, look, when I'm not here anymore, there are going to be great discoveries in all fields, in medicine, in science, everywhere. Don't close down to them. Remain open. Let our philosophies, and I mean all new thought philosophy, let us adapt to what is happening in the world. And I know it's easier, it's so much easier for us to stay in our comfort zone, to say no. It feels safe. But really our comfort zone isn't our safety zone. Learning and growing is what is. So David Spangler is a philosopher who writes a lot about, actually almost exclusively on spirituality. And I want to talk to you about a couple of concepts that he writes about. And the first one is wonderment. Isn't that a great word? I love that word. Every time I think about it, wonderment. And he said wonderment, what that is, it's It's a reverence towards the world around us. It's an appreciation of the mystery and the miraculousness of life. And so, I know that all of us, a lot of us have jobs, we have families, we have to go out and earn a living, so it's pretty hard to run around feeling miraculous all the time. But we can make it a part of our life. All the wonders that we see. I mean, here we live in Florida. We got great beaches, great oceans. There are mountains, the sun, the moon. Those are things we really can appreciate. And I don't remember exactly how he said it, but Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, if the stars came out once every 1,000 years, we'd be in awe, and we talk about it for generations. But they come out every night, and most of us hardly even see them because they're just there. When we see wonderment in the world, we see the world with fresh eyes. We become more aware of the presence of spirit. And the second concept he talks about is possibility. And he said in possibility, we don't just say no. We don't close down. Possibility thinking, we're open to change. We're open to potential. It represents a broadening of our personal horizons. It's a spirit of adventure. And we can ask ourselves, where am I closed? Where am I open? So I wasn't sure I was going to do this, but my wife said, well, try it. I'm going to give you an example of somebody being really open to something that was really difficult for her to be open about, but not closing off right away. And that person is my wife. So I want to give you a little background. So years ago, I write a lot for Science of Mind magazine. And I quoted a lady named Iris Krasnow a couple of times. Some of you might have heard of her. She's a New York Times best-selling writer. And she and I can't say we're friends, but we've become acquainted, and we speak on the phone once in a while. And Iris is, I'm not exactly sure of her title, like the executive director or the executive editor of a weekly newsletter called Ethel, which is, some of you might have seen it. It's published by AARP. And it's a magazine or a newsletter for women 60 and over by women 60 and over. And Iris gave me a subscription. So I read it all the time. And the more I read it, the more I thought to myself, this really isn't just relevant to women, because the issues they talk about, I feel too. And so I decided that I was going to call up Iris and say to her, hey, Iris, help me. I want to start a men's equivalent to Ethel. Now, here's the part about not closing down. So I go to my wife and I tell her I want to do this. And she says, oh my God, what a great idea. You know, you're a terrific writer, you've written a couple of books, and you're not writing a lot lately. So if you did that, you would write for it, right? And I said, yep, I would. I said, in fact, I have an idea for the first article that I would write. And she said, what's it about? And I said, our sex life. After the EMTs revived her, and after the doctor managed to get the look of horror off her face, we sat down and we talked. And she said, you know, I'm really a private person, and that scares the hell out of me that you would write an article like that. And I said to her, give me a chance and listen. And we talked about it. And I said to her, look, in 3 weeks, because it happened this week, we're going to be married 35 years. And our friends can't believe she stuck with me that long, but I said to her, we aren't the same people we were 35 years ago. We've grown in all different kinds of ways, and physically, we aren't the same people we were 35 years ago. But our lovemaking changed too. And for me, it's better because it's sweeter, it's more tender, and I love you more and more because of who you've come to be and who you've let me come to be. And she said, go for it. That's what I mean about somebody not closing down automatically and saying whatever somebody would say. So, Carolyn Mays, some of you might have heard of Carolyn Mays. She calls herself a medical intuitive and a mystic, and she comes from a very Christian position. And she said that what we need to do is live in readiness for God. And she said we do that by means of having a God consciousness. And she said, I meet people all the time who are really frustrated because they don't think they get any answers from heaven. She said, I've had a woman, for instance, come to me and say, do you have any idea how many candles I've lit, how many prayers I've said, how often I've fasted, and I have no idea where my life is leading. I just don't get any answers. And she said, other people come to me and they say they feel abandoned. Do I need to go on a pilgrimage? What do I need to do? What's the secret for having God come when I call? And these are people that in general believe in God. If you ask them, they would say, yeah, I believe in God, but they want to know how to call in specific moments of their life. Here's the point. Even though we may not be able to see or hear Spirit, Spirit is always with us. When we're in a state of consciousness where we are brave enough and present enough to receive Spirit, it always arrives. We need to live with an open and receptive heart. You know, I read a story years ago about a fellow who was a drug dealer and a strong-arm person. Besides dealing drugs, he beat people up. And one day he was driving in his car and he turned on the radio and he hears the voice of Jesus calling to him. So, of course, he changes the station and it's there. Every station he goes to, he's getting this call. And so he checked into a motel for 3 days, and he stayed in the motel. He thought about his life, he meditated, and he did a lot of crying. 3 days later, when he walked out of that motel, he was a different person. And now he goes through life as a mystic in the world, devoted to spiritual life. And Carolyn Mays says what we need to do is we need to retain in our consciousness love, wisdom, goodness, and truth, and to shed everything that doesn't work for us. You know, Wayne Dyer once said, why would we trust a God that we can't see or hear? And he said, the reason is, look around and see creation and understand somebody created everything we see. Why not trust that power? And when I read that the first time, I thought to myself, you know, every single time in my life when I faced an issue and I said to God, you know what, I got this one. I don't really need you. It didn't turn out as well as I thought it was going to turn out, you know. So eventually I learned, don't say that anymore, you know, and that's what Wayne Dyer is saying. You know, in the Bible, there's a story about a woman who is hemorrhaging for 10 years. And she feels if she could just get near enough to Jesus, even to touch his robe, she would be healed. And so she goes to see him, and there's a huge crowd. And somehow she manages to get close enough, and she touches his robe. And he feels it, and he turns to her and says, your faith has made you whole. And he's saying to her, your belief, your trust in a divine presence is what made you whole. It's what takes us from the darkness to the light, even if there's only a little bit of light. You know, in the Bible, they talk about a mustard seed being the smallest seed. So even if we start out with that little bit of faith, it doesn't matter, because we all start from wherever we are, and then we grow from there. You know, Joseph Campbell once wrote about a bit of advice giving to a young Native American at the time of his initiation. He said, as you go the way of life, you'll see a great chasm. Jump. It's not as wide as you think. That's the message for all of us. You know, other times I've spoken here, I spoke about Wayne Muller, who's an author and a writer. Of course, most authors are writers, huh? A minister, a speaker. And in one of his books, he tells a story that he's writing, but he's looking out his window. And he said, I know outside of my window, there are mountains, there are trees, there's grass, and there's a sky. But I can't see any of them because it's foggy. He said, but I have faith, and I know they're there. And so I'll just give you a silly example from Becky and my life about having faith. So my birthday was in October, and we went to St. Augustine for 5 days. And I said to Becky, the whole time we're there, I'll do anything you want to do, go anywhere you want to go, except for one day, I would just like to spend it doing nothing by the pool and soaking in the sun and some booze. And she said, okay. And it rained almost every day we were there, but it hardly mattered because we forgot our bathing suits anyway. But so the last full day we were going to be there, even though it was cloudy, I said to her, I really want to spend it by the pool. And she said, okay. So we sat under an umbrella, and it drizzled a little, but then it stopped, and it got really overcast. And Becky said, those look like rain clouds to me. And I said, but I have faith. The sun is shining above those clouds. The next morning, when she woke me up, she said, go look in the mirror. And I said, why? She said, just go look. And when I looked, my face looked like an apple. I had such a bad sunburn. And I said to her, see, my faith worked. The sun was up there. So I want to do 3 quick vignettes for you, and then I'll put them together, okay? So the first one is about Brian, who's dying from AIDS. And this is Brian's prayer. God, why me? Why are you punishing me, God? I don't want to die. And the second one is about Paul, who's dying from cancer, who just completed treatment and is in a lot of pain from the chemo and the radiation. His prayer is, please, God, just a couple of hours of relief. And the third one is Jesus in the garden, who's going, Abba, Abba, I don't want this cup, but not my will, your will. The reason I put them together is because on some level, they're all saying or asking the same thing. They're all saying God, please enter my life. Heal me. Grant me peace. Show me the way. Grant me wisdom. When we're willing to be quiet and still, the kingdom of God always comes. Not in the future, not in some faraway place, but it's offered freely right here and right now. I want to end with one last story about a lady who prays all the time and feels that she doesn't get any guidance. And so one night when she's praying, she says to God, Spirit, why don't you ever speak to me? And in the stillness, she hears a voice back that says, I speak always, but you hear me only when you're willing to listen. And in that moment, she kind of realized that the guidance that she had thought she always was getting through a friend's kindness, through a moment of peace, through a sudden insight. But her mind had been too full to recognize it. Receptivity is not about forcing something to happen. It's the art of noticing. Let me say it again. Receptivity is not about forcing something to happen. It's the art of noticing. It's the practice of trusting that the universe meets us as we soften, as we breathe, and as we allow. So this week, let's all go through with open hands, open hearts, and open awareness. And may we become so receptive that even the slightest whisper of truth can find its way to us. And may we always remember, when we open the door, the light always enters. God bless you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Reverend Ron, for that wonderful message. And now is the time in our service when we affirm our prosperity. And there it is. Let's say it together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. I am grateful. And please stand and join us. We'll sing together a song, again, affirming our abundance, our prosperity, our state of being abundantly blessed.
In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. This is how I start the day, knowing good is on the way. Perfect health, love and laughter, friends and wealth. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. With conviction undeterred, power of the spoken word, take my life and redefine, break the shackles of my mind. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I lift my thoughts to higher ground, knowing there are miracles all around. Each day unfolds just as it should when I'm focusing on my good. Life is filled with opportunity. I wonder what good is coming for me. Yeah, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Yeah, I claim a blessing. And I just want to say that we have chaplains here to pray with you. They have white stoles, and I see Sophia here in the front. Do we have others? There's Anne, and if there are any others, I'm sure they will identify themselves. There's one at the back, Pat. Okay. So if you have a prayer need or a prayer request, please seek one of them out. And it doesn't have to be because something is wrong. It can be something fabulous that you want to celebrate, right? Or just to make a connection in a deep way with another human being this morning around anything at all. When we are ready to leave the service, there are planters by the doors. That is where you plant the seeds of your own prosperity and the prosperity of this ministry by dropping your tithes and offerings there. There are baskets of affirmations next to those planters. Please take an affirmation as you go. Those are for you. And there are announcements printed in your bulletin. Please read them. There's good stuff that goes on here. And if you want more information, check the bulletin board in the hall and the how, why, what wall in the hospitality area. We have a potluck today. So before we do our prayer for protection and end our service, would you like to come and bless the food that we're about to receive? Excellent.
I just bless this food. I give thanks for it. I bless the people that grew it, the hands that prepared it, and the hands that are about to touch it and be nourished by it. And I just give thanks for all of it. And so it is.
And so it is. Let's say our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God direct me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is. Please take hands across the aisle and we'll sing our peace song together. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my song of love. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. And so it is. Drop those offerings on your way out, and it's lunchtime, for which we are very grateful. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I
over there.